Hi, Aaron here. In this tutorial, we will learn the concepts of the parent and children here in 3D animation. So, we will apply the concept of parent and children by creating a simple pendulum. Okay? So, first, place the our base just like this one. So this is important now for us to have a naming convention when we are placing an object. So how can you rename the layers here in Autodesk Maya? So by simply uh, navigate your cursor into outliner. Yes. So the this is the outliner, and here just double click the object and you can actually rename it. So I will name it as base. Okay, so now next thing that we'll do is we will place for 4 cube. So the 4 cube is will be treated as the arm swing in our pendulum. Okay, let me just move these elements. Okay, like I said, four four cubes. So one, but we need to we need to change the what we call pivot, because basically if we rotate this one, it can actually swing. So how we can change its pivot? So by pressing letter D in your keyboard, so D, and if the pivot properties appear, you can move it on the top of the object. So now, if we rotate this one, it makes the movement looks like it's swinging. Okay, so next thing that we will do here is I will just move, and I will precise it. Okay, now I will rename it as swing underscore arm number 1, but again it's up to you. So we need to duplicate it 4 times. So how we will duplicate this? So hold shift. Okay, hold shift and drag the move. Okay, hold shift plus drag the move. Like for example, I am holding the shift. Okay, once the clone word appear, you can actually drag it. The good thing here is we don't need to change the actual pivot, because the clone itself is it integrates the properties of the the main source. Okay, so we don't need to change it technically. Okay, so next, clone or duplicate, and again duplicate again. So we have now the swing arm. So lastly, we will place the polygon sphere, or we can actually place platonic solid. So let's try to place polygon sphere. We need also to change the pivot. Again, what's the shortcut key for pivot or changing its pivot? So letter D, and move it up. Now this is how we can actually apply or practice the concept of parenting. You see, in the outliner, it shows all of the object, but in the concept of parent, like for example, I want to move this, no? So if the swing arm 4 is the parent and the sphere is the children, or the child, once I move the swing arm 4, the sphere should move also without actually highlighting its object. So that is the parent and children concept. Again, once I move this, the sphere will also move. So how we will do that? First, highlight the sphere. Second, highlight the swing arm 4. Go to edit, look for the parent, or it has a corresponding shortcut which is letter P. Okay, so click. Okay, let me just resize the screen. Okay, now you see the sphere. We cannot see the sphere because in the layer of the swing arm 4, if we click the, let me just resize it. Okay, if we click this addition icon, it shows that the swing arm 4, the sphere is under the swing arm 4. So basically, the swing arm 4 is the parent and the sphere is the children. Now, if we, let me just rescale it again. Okay, take a look at this. So if we move the swing arm 4 without highlighting the sphere, you see the sphere also moving. But if we move the sphere, the swing arm 4 is not moving. So that's how the parent works. So again, just highlight the, like for example, if you want to turn the swing arm 3 into parents, click the arm 4, next hold the shift, click the arm 3. We will not navigate our cursor into the edit parent because it has a corresponding shortcut of letter P. Now if I press the P, you see the swing arm 3, okay, it has a child of swing arm 4 and sphere 1. So if I move the swing arm 3, arm 4 and the sphere will also move. So our goal is to turn the base into the to be a parent. Okay, so next, so same procedure, highlight the arm 3 as well as the arm 2, letter P. So the arm 2 now is the parent. Okay, click the arm 2 and click the arm 1, letter P. The arm 1 now is the parent. Click the arm 1 and the base, and here we go. If we move the base, all of the parts is uh, also moving. Do you get it? Okay, now we want to animate this, no? We want to turn this object into swinging pendulum. Now we will encounter a problem regards this one, because if we let's try to rotate it. Okay, let's try to rotate it. There's no problem. But if we try to rotate the swing arm 1, it become distorted or weird, no? How we will fix the problem? So basically, if we click the base, okay, the base only, you see in the channel box and layer editor, the scale XYZ doesn't have unified value. Our goal is to have the unified value of the XYZ, not to fix this weird problem. Okay, so how we will fix this is basically click the base. Okay, click the base, navigate to modify. Okay, so let me enlarge the screen. Okay, this is the modify. Look for the freeze transformation. Okay, so let me just rescale it down. Now, notice, no? Notice the value of channel box and layer editor. If I click the freeze transformation, you see in the channel box layer editor, the XYZ, the value of XYZ is unified. They are all the same value of 1. Also the XY, translate XYZ, rotate XYZ, they are in 0 value. Now, if you want to swing this, just simply highlight all of this object, rotate, so it actually swing. Now, if you want to retain the actual position of this base, just highlight swing arm below. So swing arm 1 up to the sphere. So if we rotate this, the position of the base will remain. Okay, so I think you know how to animate this, because in our first lesson we learn on how we can actually animate object. So for example, okay, first position, I will save it. So to record keyframe, so press S, so that this is all in one. If we press S, all of the geometric transformation will record, no? The translate, the rotate, the scale. Okay, so highlight, press S, the red line appears, so it indicates that the position is recorded. So for example, I will lessen the endpoint. So the technique is we will record the starting point and the end point. So for example, in the 88th frame, this is the transformation, and we will apply in between. For example, in 10 frame, we will animate this. Okay, so save, and in 36 frame, I want this to turn into this one. So save, in 56 frame, this one. So parang kulang siya. Oh, I speak Tagalog. My goal is to speak pure English, but I speak Tagalog. So, if you encounter the playback is so fast because the default setting is this one, like play, that's so fast. If you want to fix this, go to timeline, right click, playback speed, go to real time. Now if you play this, okay, so it looks like swinging pendulum. Okay, I hope that you learned from this lesson, okay? Because our moral lesson for this tutorial is to learn the knowledge of the parenting and the children. So if you have question, just message me in the canvas, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day everyone.